Look fantastic. Okay, so if you are here to see the epic My Hero Academia voice actor panels, you're in the right place. If you're not, I'm sorry, I don't know where you're supposed to be, but you're in the wrong place. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's give a plus ultra welcome to Ricco Fajardo. He's like, what, me? Yes. All right, and then we have Kyle Hebert. We have Clifford Chapin. Come on over to the table. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have Aaron dismuke. Alright, so how I want to run our panel today, I have some questions that I want to ask them, some icebreakers, but I'll try not to ask any questions that you might have, because we do want to have you guys ask some questions as well, yeah? Once we get ready for that, we're going to come down, we can form a little line here, just that way you guys can shout your questions out without hurting yourselves. I will let you know when we're close to that. Okay, so, hi guys.
Hello.
How y'all doing? How are we handling the heat?
Is it hot? I don't feel like it's nice.
I know, we cooled down a little bit. We cooled down just a tad. I think you guys brought the nice weather with you. Yeah?
You're welcome.
Okay, so my first question for you guys, I have a little icebreaker that I like to do, okay? So my first question, and this is for whoever wants to answer it.
That's you, Cliff.
Oh, so he's been voluntold. So Clifford, hi. My question for you is, what was your crowning achievement when you were 5 years old?
Oh, when I was 5 years old. My crowning achievement was that I got in trouble because I wanted so badly to go up onto the roof of my house and use my Dragon Dagger toy for Power Rangers to try and call the dragons. Yes!
Yeah.
And my mom was convinced that if she left me alone with my grandfather that she would come home to me either on the roof or on the ground.
Okay, so I guess my real question is, did you make it onto the roof?
No, I'm still trying. One day
He's still trying to make it to the roof.
Well, I did see there were Power Rangers roaming, so maybe, I don't know.
So.
Okay, my next question is, let's see, who should we go for? Aaron. All right, Aaron, this question is for you. So if you weren't an artist, if you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
Retail? So I work at a cash register.
No way!
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing before. I was a terrible waiter. Yeah, I would always forget people's orders. That was too much for me.
Would you just be inundating them with history facts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might make it to be a history professor someday if I work real hard. But I needed to
At
be an
retail.
artist. That was
The history of Tarjay. Okay, so in your bio, it said that you were giving up your career of being a pilot. And I'm like, was this a fictional career? Was this what?
Okay, so I had the exact same arc as the Sunshine movie. That guy. So I'm colorblind. I'm 6'4", and I also choke under pressure.
So very rare.
Yeah, so I found out I super cannot be a pilot, but that was the first job that I wanted. Yeah, I wouldn't fit in the cockpit. I can't tell what the little buttons are doing, and also.
Because colorblind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not safe.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll move on down. So to Kyle.
Yeah.
All right. So my question for you is, okay. So what item in a coffee shop feels like it was created because you were going to come into the coffee shop?
Just for you, Kyle. Just for you.
Pumpkin spice.
You said that like you summoned it.
I did. Maybe I should be embarrassed, but I love pumpkin spice.
Alright, so what's the order though?
I know, I'm so basic.
Pumpkin spice what?
Just lattes.
Lattes?
Just
PSL. The PSL.
Yeah, the PSL. Or the chai latte with the sweet cream in it. That's even better. That's even better.
Okay. All right.
The applause for that.
Yes, golf clap, golf
Come on,
clap.
Chai.
PSL makes me think of like pumpkin as a second language. Like
I also speak pumpkin.
Pumpkinese. Yes.
All right, so Ricco, going down to you. My question for you is, let's see, what was your aha moment where you're just like, this is how I know that this is what I want to be doing?
Ooh, I like that you didn't say acting. Because it could be any moment that I was just in life, I'm like, yeah, this is it. Because this isn't going to be about acting. It's I was sitting with my siblings on an old like tube television set, and we were playing like Ninja Turtles on Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment System. It was a cartridge, you guys. You don't know what that is. Anyway,
No, it's the one you have to blow in to make it work.
yeah, you gotta put just a little bit of spit in there. Then you put it in there. And all of my siblings, my sister, my brothers, everyone was failing. They couldn't do this one particular level. And then they're like, whatever, Ricco, you can try, because I'm like 4. So I was prepared for your question, the 5-year-old one. So, but I sat there and I beat it. And my siblings were like, whoa, Ricco like beat that all by himself? And they all looked at me like I was magical. And from there on in, you guys, like Zelda, when you fought Shadow Link Part 2, you guys, like you fight Shadow Link in Part 2. Part 2. You guys are like on number like 57 Zelda now, okay? But we're like, back in my day, Part 2, you fought Shadow Link. And I down attacked him into oblivion. And my siblings were like, Ricco's really good at video games. And that was my aha moment where I'm like, I'm gonna play video games. Forever. Thank you. Give it up for Chai. Give it up for Chai.
So I'm assuming that's why you have your Twitch stream still.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't do it as much, you guys. But yeah, Silk Song, Hades 2, Dune, Awakening, The Sandworm, Shia LaHood comes for you all. Yeah, a lot of games. You guys play games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Kyle, you play Street Fighter, actually? Kyle plays Ryu, by the way, my favorite Street Fighter character.
Hadouken!
Yes!
I button mash. Button mash. Hello, Ken. Can I borrow $5? Sure you can.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm mostly a Call of Duty guy, but I did download the new Battlefield 6 because people are saying it's quite the thing. I immediately started dying, so it's like, I gotta train first.
Cliff, what are you playing?
Man, I can't believe there's not another Street Fighter character named Sho, because we already have Ryu and Ken. Like, there should be Sho, Ryu, and Ken. But they don't.
Two on the nose.
You can.
Yeah, they don't have.
What's up with that?
Your linguistics isn't liking it. I forgot, Aaron, we haven't talked about games. What'd you play? What are you playing right now?
I'm playing Blueprints right now.
Oh, Blueprints!
Yeah.
Blueprints! You guys know Blueprints? The one nothing. Yeah. You guys.
It's so good. It's a roguelike haunted mansion exploration game. And you're drafting the building as you go. So it's a little bit like, what's the game? Mansion of Madness? Or Betrayal of the House?
Yeah, different, like a board game. Yeah, mansions.
Betrayal in the House on the Hill.
Yeah, but like the ground is appearing beneath your feet as you move, and there's a lot of story being unveiled, and it's a quiet, peaceful game with very compelling puzzles in it. Great for playing with your partner or with a friend, and taking turns because you kind of need a journal to get stuff down as you go. I've super enjoyed it.
I've heard good things about the game. I am playing Metroid Prime 2.
Nice.
So I could eventually play Metroid Prime 4.
Cliff is very sequential.
Yeah.
We've been playing the Bioshock series for like a decade now.
Yeah. We'll finish that game one day.
Anyway, sorry, I just want to know what they were playing. I didn't
No,
mean to
you're
hijack. I
totally
didn't mean to
fine.
hijack.
This is your show. I'm just here.
You're here.
I have a question now. If we want to switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about some of your experiences in the show. I want to know from all of you, from the whole table, what were your first impressions of the characters that you play?
I don't know if I really remember so much about it, just that it was like, oh, he's mean, you know? He's mean, but he's also really good. Like, he's really talented at what he does, so I just sort of knew going in. I was like, okay, this guy's just really, really cocky. And eventually he'll get humbled, because that's the role of the rival over the course of shonen anime.
I thought Mirio was like a villain. I swear, guys, because, all right, I'm not talking spoilers, but as long as you saw the season 3, there's like a traitor at UA, right? And I'm not gonna spoil nothing, but like this dude can stick his face through a wall. He can stick his ear into like your room and be like, I know your secrets. and I know when you snore. Dude, he like trolls Izuku as he's taking out the trash. And he's like, trash, am I right? And Izuku's like, what the heck? And he was so good. So I just didn't want to have my heart broken by the guy that seems really good, but then he's like an evil. But he is a good guy. So, but I totally thought, I was like, don't break my heart.
Breaky, breaky heart?
Breaking.
No one gets that joke. So.
I got it.
He got it. That's the most important.
You need to be more familiar with mullets to really.
Yeah.
What's a mullet? Anyway, yeah, when I saw my guy and his name's Fat Gum, I go, where does the gum come into play? He doesn't chew gum, he's all about takoyaki. Yeah. But he's just big and squishy, I just want to hug him all the time.
We all do.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I love that. It's a support system.
So.
It's true.
Like toys.
Now in Facum voice.
Awkward turtle.
I saw your face in a crowded place.
I think with Tamaki, I thought, I know why Colleen picked me for this one. I mean, she made me audition, but it was very clear that I was like one of 2 people she was auditioning, and that she strongly had me in mind. And I think the reason is because when the season 1 My Hero auditions came through, I was so nervous. I knew too much. I knew it was going to be a big deal, and I kind of bombed it. I was like shaky, and I was like, what the hell, Aaron? You're not going to get in that. That didn't go well. And then later she was like, hey, you're nervous. I don't think you can mess this up, Aaron.
Who did you read for at first?
Tamaki. Tamaki's the only...
Not even Class 1A?
Oh, sorry. In season 1, Deku, Bakugo. I did Bakugo too early. Big mistake. Because I don't have that energy.
Dude, I read for All Might.
Yeah.
And it was one of those auditions where I was like, it was one of those auditions.
It's over! This is coming. Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
No, dude, I was one of those auditions where I felt like I did a good job. I was like, man, I don't know who this All Might guy is, but like, I feel pretty confident about it. And then Chris got it. I was like, man, I don't care about nothing. I don't want to be any of these things. But like, I'm so curious what you read for the first time. So
Yeah, them and Ida. I actually had a decent feeling about Ida, but like Ida had to be Tatum.
yes.
Yeah. I was just doing a Tatum impression without thinking of it, you know? Yeah.
I auditioned for something just recently, and I was like, I'm gonna do a Tatum impression, and then the cast list came out, and it was Tatum.
It was Tatum.
And I was like, well, at least I was in the right ballpark.
You read it.
Yeah. Anyway.
I had to know. Sorry.
No, but that's amazing. Everyone gets to share. I don't think we heard from. Who did we not hear from? Kyle, did we not hear about you? How you got involved?
He told us. He was like, where's the gun?
I did.
Oh, yeah,
I mean-
yes. I'm so because then he said, "I love you."
Yes, yeah, but you had mentioned Colleen. So Colleen Thinketbeard, who's also known as Luffy from One Piece, she was the director of My Hero at the time, and she reached out and said, I got a character I think you'd be good for. You have to audition, but I think you'll nail it. And it's like, oh, sweet. And ironically, earlier that week, I saw a panel from the manga, and it's like, ooh, I hope I get to read for that character because I just love his design. And it was just meant to be. Yes. Keep plotting. Keep
Yeah, like,
Here for Chai.
on the real note, those food trucks out there, you guys, there's some Vietnamese coffee. They put like this much sugar in it, and I'm like, I want more. I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking about it this whole time. Anyway.
I think that you need to have merch now that says like, "I need chai."
Chai.
I read for Overhaul too. Colleen made me read for both, and she called me back for both, which is interesting. I was abroad, I was on like vacation, and she was like, give me your best hero voice. I was like, I already did. With all mine, okay? And she's like, yeah, but like younger though. And like little dots for eyes. And I did that, but then I did freaking Overhaul, and she was like, yeah, give me something that's like really smoky villain. And I'm like, and then, again, I was like overconfident. I'm like, I feel really good about this. Like, yeah, he's in this plague mask, and he's like, yeah, you're Corkless, and all this stuff. And I was like, I feel good about it. And then Kellen Goff, you know, amazing Kellen Goff gets it. It was our lovely Freddy Fazbear in Five Nights at Freddy's. And if you watch the movie, he's Foxy. So invoking Kellen right now is a lovely voice, but I was like, dang it, I didn't get it. She's like, no, you're the other guy. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
I do have a question, moving away from the show, and more about the fans of the show. Have you had a fan interaction that maybe stuck with you, or for one reason or another?
Oh my god, so many. I mean, it's been, by the time this will be over, we'll have been doing this for, well, I've been doing this for 10 years. You guys catch up. But like, I've had so many incredible fan interactions. One of my favorites, and I talk about it all the time because it's the one that comes to my mind the most readily, is I was in Boston with Justin Briner to premiere the first episodes of season 3 in the world, and they were premiering in English. And so we were at this con, and he and I went to go get dinner, and this guy came up, and he told us that he was a guy who runs in marathons for like children's hospitals and charities and stuff like that, and he dresses up like superheroes. And so he'd run as like Spider-Man or Superman or Flash, and because he believed that it was important for kids to see the heroes that they idolize actually fighting for them. And but he tore his ACL, I believe, and was dragging on getting the surgery and going through the proper healing process and stuff. And in the time that he was really down on himself for getting hurt, he discovered My Hero Academia, and it encouraged him to finally get the proper treatment. And he was finally about to run in his next marathon, and he was going to be dressed as All Might.
Super inspirational. There are a ton. It's hard to summarize, but I'm going to be as brief as I can, because this is a long one, but I'll be quick. Is the CPR story one. This is, you guys should all be certified for CPR, it's very important. I was certified for CPR because I teach acting and things like that, but long story short, too late. I was at a on-camera class. This is in the middle of, timeline, season 4. Mirio is about to help a little girl named Ari. He takes a bullet, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm recording that on a Monday. Rewind, sands of time, to Saturday. I'm there. We're going to go to Cyanide and Happiness, those lovely folks. I was playing a musical theater episode of them. Chris Sabbath's there. I'm going to go head there, but I'm at a class at a Holiday Inn. We're doing a scene from Breaking Bad. It's kind of boring. I'm sitting there going like this, and then we hear, call 911, call 911, she's dying. We're like, what's going on? We go outside. There's a little 3-year-old girl who's face down in a pool for they don't know how long. Older brother was supposed to be watching. He got distracted. Everyone's like, does anyone know CPR? I raised my hand, and a whole room of people just like this all looked at me at the same time, and I went, but it's expired. And I didn't know why I said that. It just kind of tumbled out. And I thought right away of like when Midoriya and Mirio were like walking through the halls, and then there's Overhaul. And in that moment of crisis, when you were asked to like do a thing or not, my first instinct, which I've always told myself I would be like the person to go forward and do the thing, I just was like, but I don't know how to, I've never done it. I've only done it on the dummy. I've never done it before. And the kid one, it's like so small, right? I don't know if you guys have ever done CPR, they make you do it with like fingers. The kiddo was so small. But again, I gotta fast forward because it's a long story. I don't get too emotional, but the mom screams, someone do something, and I did feel like someone tased me in the butt. I like jumped over the fence. My buddy Ace Anderson was with me, who I went to undergrad with. It was so weird. I look up at him, I'm like, okay, you ready? Hey man, oh no, good to see you. Yeah, okay, here we go. And which is almost like acting. We're like, all right, you ready? Hey, good to see you, man. Let's go, here we go. And I start doing mouth to mouth on this little person, and my buddy's doing chest compressions, and he's like, you can tell by the way I use my mouth. A very like serious time as you're singing Staying Alive, because that's the tempo, that we're going. And we go for quite a while, and let it in my mind for a moment. I'm like, I think I'm breathing into a dead body, and that's, you keep going, right? You just keep going because you have to keep going. But y'all, after some time, her face started to move, color started to come back to her face, and she starts to like squirm and wiggle, and I'm like, yes! I get like this adrenaline surge, I want to like fight, and just like a movie, the paramedics like come in, and then she's already starting to come to. The dad like crushes my hand and thanks, and the mom's like hugging me, and everybody leaves, and I'm there with my buddy, and I like, again, adrenaline, you guys, I just want to like fist fight. I want to like, I don't know what it is, what that carnal thing, bestial desire, but I hug my friend and we cry, and then we go back to our acting class. We sit down, and I felt so hollow, you guys. I was like, I feel, why were we all just standing there? This little girl was dying, and we're all just standing there. And I couldn't get over it, y'all. Anyway, sorry, this story is so flippin' long because it's really cool. It tags in, but Cliff, you inspired me with your thing. I went to a con. I'd been seeing this one guy who visits me in New York all the time. And he calls me Uncle Ricco because his name is Benji, my nephew's name is Benji. He's an adult man. But anyway, I was like, what's up, Uncle Ricco? I'm like, hey, what's up? You want to see me throw that football over the mountain? Let's go. Anyway, fast forward some time later, he's like, hey, just so you know, I can finally tell you, but that little girl that you saved was my niece. He'd been coming to see me at cons, you guys, for like 3-4 years. And he's like, the lawyers, everyone said, because you're not supposed to like, after that kind of thing, be told, like, have that interaction, because say for instance the worst happened and kiddo didn't make it, they didn't want that to be like, you know, on my conscience kind of thing. But he was like, yep, she's okay, she's, you know, going to school, she doesn't really like anime. I'm like, that's okay, I don't care. She's like, but she's good. And I was like, man, what a wild thing to have, like, to know that we're all part of the same community. And then it's like, you know, by the way, that when I did that CPR thing, that happened on that Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I get there to the show, and Colleen's like, cool, you ready for this episode? What'd you do this weekend? I was like, save a little girl's life. And Colleen's like, all she said was, of course you did. Let's get to work. I don't know if she knew I was serious. But I went to work, I did the thing. But y'all, that was like some crazy serendipitous stuff where like anime and real life came together. And then, like, I put it out of my mind, and literally at a con, like a con like this, someone who I see some of y'all year to year, and they just came like, yeah, hey, just so you know, you saved my fam. I'm like, oh my God. So, a lot of love for you guys as fans and being a part of us on this journey for 10 years. So, I'm gonna say hand to you guys, and Scott. Thank you guys for being on this journey with us. Sorry for the long story, but it's like, I tried to cut it up.
That's a beautiful story. That's
And it's
great.
really
That's great. I have interacted with more than one person that's told me the same sort of thing, which is that you're voicing Fat Gum in particular because he's built like I am, and I feel like I can cosplay now because he represents, you know, I've always been shy and I don't have the self-esteem, and you know, these skinny people are cosplaying, and it's like I'm just but I felt like I could confidently cosplay this one. It's like, so thank you for bringing that. And it's like that brings a tear to your eye, you know, and that is so sweet. And I've heard it more than once, and I love every time I hear it because it feels like the first time, you know, which is great. Let's hear it for Chai, everybody.
Well, thanks, guys. That's easy to follow.
Now you go, Aaron.
There's the common thread with Tamaki is the anxiousness, the social anxiety, and I've seen a lot of people take courage from the fact that even Tamaki is able to make friends, and you know, sort of take courage from him and use it to go and be extroverted for just a second, just long enough to spit out a question and try to make a new friend. I'm always proud of everyone who does that because I've been there. So good on you. Put yourself out there. Yeah.
So I do want to start opening up the floor to questions, but don't get up yet. Okay, because I think that we need to take a group photo because all of these boys, they all have Instagram, so we need to do group photos. So you guys, if you guys can turn around, like come to the front of the table, so that way all of them are in the background. So that means you have to like smile, show teeth. It's not a prison photo, okay?
Never done this on stage. Welcome to My Hero Academia. Did you say no?
Alright, I'll make sure you guys get this photo. That was their quad workout for the day. Okay, so now we do questions. If we can go ahead and start coming up to this side, so if I need to repeat the question, I can actually hear it from over here. Hi, are you starting this off? Cool. Alright, so the question for the group is, what's the funniest line that you've had to read?
Funniest line?
The funniest line. Yeah. Aaron's got it.
I want to go home.
Mine, Colleen lets me improv a little bit. As written, it was supposed to be in Japanese. I hope someone saves me! And then she's like, okay, cool, now say what would Mirio say to the girls? I'm like, hope I don't die! I got a lot of fun improv.
Funny as God. So, I directed a handful of episodes in seasons 2 and 3. And the season 3 episodes were the provisional license episodes. And if you guys have ever seen it, there are a whole bunch of bloopers that are all about Bakugo, and that's because I made the actors say those. Because
Talk about
because Colleen was directing the first movie at that time, and so they needed me to do the directing of the show so she could focus on the movie. And I I went into it and I was like, well, I want Colleen to regret this. And so we're gonna make all these lines. And so my favorite to this moment is Todoroki saying like, if only I were Bakugo. This never happens to him. He's so cool and talented and better than me. And that's one of my favorite lines that I had any sort of hand in crafting. Also the one where Deku just says, Kachan, Kachan, Kachan.
Oh, yeah, Kachan, Kachan.
Kachan, 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 Kachan. And then Sarah goes, I see.
I like the one where Mountain Lady is like falling on Fat Gum and he's like, booty incoming! I usually sign
Never
that
see.
on autographs.
Booty incoming.
It's just so good.
And then do we have one more down at the end?
No, Ricco did the...
I did that. Oh yeah, hope I don't die.
Oh, right,
Also,
right.
I got a peach for you.
Oh, because we skipped around. I am so sorry. Okay, we do have one more question. We have another question. You can go ahead and say it out loud. I'll repeat it for you.
Your guys' like catalog of characters that you've voiced, what character, just in general, is kind of the most dear to you, like the more memorable? The kind that when you see someone cosplaying them, when you work with them, it like makes you happy because it means a lot to you.
Most dear character that we've played to us. In the whole catalog, not just my heroes.
Oh, hello.
I'm like Mirio's dad. I'm the whole Togata family, guys. What do you think?
The Great Sandman! That's right.
I love the vibrato.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, definitely Senku.
Dr. Stone.
Who? Clifford, Chapin, Caspias. Yeah, always grateful. I'd still have a full-time job if it weren't for you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome to unemployment.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Haruhito from Grimgar of Ashes and Illusions, a little kind of like sword art online-y kind of show that I adored. It was loaded with amazing people who I'm friends with now, IRL. But it's like I play a rogue, he's a little thief, and the unwilling leader of this party. But yeah, it was one of those shows that probably you didn't see, but that's a lot to me because I think Justin Briner was my healer, monotone that. You get to be my freaking Dark Knight for a while, Cliff. in
Yeah,
that
for a
one.
few episodes.
Yeah.
The actor, ironically, in this case, the actor who played that character lost his voice.
Yeah.
And then I had to do it.
Yeah. But the idea of having like a party of like friends together, I was like, it's really special. And he does a lot of monologuing. Sometimes a lot of like inner monologues, like this is how I feel. So anyway, but I loved it a lot.
I don't know if I have one. Like genuinely, I don't know if I have one because every role is so different and like they all mean different things to me and they all kind of correlate to different points of my life and when I think of those roles, like I tend to think about what my life was, or even if it was a show like that, like My Hero that has so many seasons, I think about the seasons and I think about what was happening at that time. So it's hard for me to
Single
boil
one
it
out.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like it's my life, you know.
Life.
So I don't know if I have one.
All
Great
right.
question.
Thank you. Okay, so our next nice.
But what is your guys' favorite season you've voiced, and what's your favorite episode from that?
Of this show?
Yeah,
Okay.
My favorite of any of it is the second movie. The second movie is my favorite thing. After that, it's a real tough split between seasons 6 and 7. I thought season 6 and season 7 have both been absolute fire. I'm really hoping that season 8 is going to be fire. We'll see as I get to do anything in it. I'm starting off on a rough spot in season 8, so we'll see. But it's real tough for me at least because I'm very blessed with Bakugo. That Bakugo has a lot of really great episodes. Like most of Bakugo's episodes are really really good episodes, and so it's hard for me to be like, this is my favorite episode, because then I start thinking about all the other episodes that I got to do really good stuff in. So, but the second movie is my favorite thing of all of it. So.
I don't remember what episode number it is, but it is in season 4, and basically Fat Gum gets punched so much that he becomes Fit Gum. Fit Gum! It's like, most unique diet ever.
Just get punched.
It's like, does he get to stay that way? No, he doesn't. But the whole chivalrous spirit thing, and yeah, that's good stuff.
For all, Mirio has a really lovely track in season 4, 3, 4, and on. But like, and obviously, if you guys watch the show, some really exciting stuff during fights later. But it's in season 5, which is pretty chill, I think, comparatively, because you got Gentle Criminal and La Brava and this whole sequence.
No, that's the end of season 4.
Season 4?
Yeah.
Is that
Season 5 is where Bakugo and Deku and them are
Hero 2 concert, end of 4?
end of 4.
Copy that. End of season 4. Season 4 then, it is. Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
See, director. End of season 4, Hero 2 concert. Mirio has Eri on his shoulders, and he says, "Sir, do you see? She's smiling," which is like, no matter in whatever state they're in, it's like, it was all worth it. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. All right, to our friend in the white.
What was the hardest line for you guys to film in my graphic?
Hardest line?
To record.
Sir, I'm not ready. Probably, and yet the easiest. Did it in one take. Well, that's just like real life. No, really. You're lucky if you get to say goodbye.
Mine wasn't hard from any sort of emotional standpoint. It's just like, when you have to voice act at 9 in the morning, your voice is a couple octaves lower than normal.
Fat Gum. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz with that.
Hi, everybody. How's that go? Nice to meet you. Who wants candy? Oh, no. I mean, that's his real line. It's his real line. I swear. Sounds so wrong. But anyway.
You say it's so bassy.
I know. Really. No, but my problem was trying to pitch the voice up. And it's like, and Colleen was like, morning voice, huh? It's like, yes, because my voice would crack when trying to like, hey guys. Whereas other episodes I would record later in the day, your voice has time to warm up and everything. So that's something you don't necessarily think about until you're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Tamaki's easy. I can't think of a hard part. I want to go home.
Consistency. Way to go, Sun Eater.
The hardest stuff for me is always because we have to match to the timing of the animation, and a lot of Bakugo's yelling. If the line is like slightly underwritten or slightly overwritten, it's like, oh good, I have to do it again. You know, like that's where it really starts to suck. During season 2 in the sports festival, there's the cavalry battle, you know, where Bakugo's on everybody's hands, right? There's this cue where, or it's a sequence of cues where Bakugo is yelling at everybody. He's like, elbow guy, tape him, you know, elbow guys, put out a strip of acid. I could get through Raccoon Eyes, and then I would try and say the rest of the line, and I couldn't, because that whole episode is nothing but Bakugo at a 10 the whole time. And so by that point, I'm like, I have nothing left of my voice. You know? And I had to like go and make tea, and I'm like, this episode airs this Saturday. I don't have time to not do it today.
Yeah.
So that was tough. That's usually the toughest stuff, is those moments. But yeah.
But you always have to yell the most in like the lowest stakes episodes. Like that was like training, right? Like that's it's just kids fighting.
It's just kids competing for a bandana.
Yeah, that's what wrecks you.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What's your question? Nice and loud.
What was your favorite anime that you voiced in?
What's your favorite anime you voiced in?
Favorite anime, what's that?
Favorite anime you voiced in?
Kaguya-sama Love is War. It's a comedy, but it's actually really profound, and it does some amazing things that only anime can do. It's one of those stories that only anime can tell, because every time the narrator, who's a hilarious force of will, voiced by Ian Sinclair, so good, every time the narrator uses a metaphor, the metaphor will manifest in the scene, and so it's like magical realism. It's great.
Man, favorite show. I guess my most recent favorite is probably Free Run.
I was gonna say Free Run.
It probably is, because I kind of always talk about it. People ask us if we like watch our own shows, and I kind of always say like I have neither the time nor the ego to watch every show I'm in. Like I watch a few, like I watch My Hero, but Free Run, I was probably like 7 episodes into recording, and I was like, I think I'm gonna watch the show. The show seems really, really good, and it is. It's so good. Free Run is probably my.
I'm actually watching Free Run right now. I'm in it too, but like it's a lovely show. But it's like the pacing, like it's nice, a relaxing slice of life RPG. You guys, this is the way I feel it is. But then I realized I'm wearing this Blue Lock jersey, or a Japan jersey, and yeah, Blue Lock, unironically, you guys. Yeah, very exciting show. Is I think my favorite anime that I'm watching. So
I want to say Dragon Ball Z because that's where my career started. I began as a fan in the late 90s, and then suddenly I had this audition opportunity, and like, whoa, I always wanted to voice act for animated stuff, and I got to be a part of something I was a fan of. So I've been doing this for 25 years, so it's pretty special. And I haven't seen every single episode, but I've seen a lot.
there's a lot.
When you get hired for something, chances are for your very first time, you're going to kind of immerse yourself and go overboard buying merch. And I had so many t-shirts. I went nuts.
You still like get some of your own merch.
Oh,
it makes
yeah.
me feel better that Goku and Chi-Chi were on my wedding cake. I had to fight my mother on that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, to our next question. Nice and loud for us.
Let's pretend that Azawa was sick for the day and your character had to teach class 1A. What would they teach and who would be the favorite?
As I was sick, and our characters are substitute teaching. And what was the last part of it?
Who would be your favorite student?
Favorite student. Okay.
And what are they teaching?
And what are they teaching in topic? Ooh, this is a series. This is a whole episode, you guys.
This is an OVA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tamaki would do a
Right, the
nutrition
fan-
class, and he would just use a PowerPoint the whole time and look away.
So he doesn't have to.
He would never make eye contact with a student, so no favorite.
Shit, because that's clever. Is it the old transparent? Oh wait, no, it's a PowerPoint. I thought he'd be doing like the old school, like.
Oh, that's fun too.
What do you guys got?
Who's your favorite student?
No, he's not looking at them.
Oh,
He's
okay.
gonna look away the whole time.
Gotcha.
He'll cover the names when he's grading. Can't bear it.
Mirio would probably teach like swimming. Swimming's like, yeah, because that's what permeation is swimming essentially. So come on, everybody, get in the pool. And let me think. Favorite student? Probably Froppy. I imagine like coming in there, like, wow, you're like really good at this. Oh yeah, your quirk is Frog. That makes sense. Did I miss one? That was it, right? I think I got it. Easy.
I think Fat Gum should teach home ec, especially cooking. He's not gonna have a favorite kid because he sees all of them as potentially as, you need to grow, you need to get bigger, you need to embrace it. It's like, so he probably wouldn't teach how to cook something healthy. It'd probably be a lot of cream-based and gravy and fried and, things that taste good but are not necessarily good for you.
Fair food 101.
There you go.
I think Bakugo would teach the history of All Might, the Katsuki Bakugo story. It would go about like all the important keynotes of how Bakugo is definitely All Might's favorite student. And I don't know whose favorite would be, but his least favorite would definitely be Izuku, and that's okay. So, yeah.
Thank you for your question. All right, left in our panel, which is not going to be enough time to get through all of our questions. So if we can keep our questions truncated or shorter, that would help us. And then if only one person can answer the question moving forward, we can get through as many as we can.
Lightning
All right,
round.
yes.
Number one thing on Christmas list for character.
Antiperspirant.
Sweaty boy. That was a really good answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's great.
Yes, what's your question? What is the question?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Of
that.
like-
Can you say something nice about your castmates?
About my castmates.
But you
As
have
Bakugo.
In here.
Yeah, this is nice. It's real nice.
It's nice how quiet you are. It's nice that you go away. You just spill your coffee, you damn nerd.
No, I didn't. I love the
Literally can't think.
yeah.
I'll pull this out of my butt.
Oh man. It's nice that you're here, I guess.
Hey. Great question. Great question.
Yeah, hi. Not a question, just more of a statement.
We know you like Kyle.
Guilty. Yes, I love him. He's amazing.
Aww.
But yes, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z. You're my childhood. And also Aaron with Full Metal, the OG, hearing your voice, I love it so much. And you too as well with Attack on Titan.
The other guys.
Yeah, with Attack on Titan, hearing your voice, I really loved it. And you and my hero, I'm just like, oh, these guys are so amazing. I love these guys. So I look up to all of you.
Checks in the mail.
What's your question? Ooh, wait. All right, so one of you has to say, "Oh no, our table, it's broken." In character.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken.
That was the right choice. Hi. Oh, which one of you has the question? You have the question? Can you say it nice and loud for me? Oh, okay. I think it's what is your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? Kyle, can you answer that question for us?
Sure. I'm gonna go old school 1977 Star Wars episode 4. That changed my life. I was like 7 or 8 years old. I saw it in the theater in 1977 because I'm 56. I'm Gen X, man. So yeah, watching in 70 millimeter, it just changed everyone's life.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yo.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any question?
All right, nice and loud for me. What's your question?
I wanted to know what if you could have an you could interact with anyone that like you haven't interacted with, who would you interact with in My Hero Academia?
Oh, like a different character? Hey, Aaron, question for you.
Shinso, because he's my favorite character, and I'd try to get him to like instruct me to like really do something I wanted to do but hadn't done, like practice guitar 3 hours a day. And then I like have to do it, you know? Yeah, that's what I do.
Thank you for your
I just want to ask you guys as professionals in the field, like any general advice to like starting voice actors and doing acting performance?
Study acting.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah.
Start. Yeah, you have to start. Practice. That's theater, everything. We all have, like, I'm sure a lot of things to say, but that's it. You got to get in there. And also, general advice yields general results. So be specific. That's the Ricco. I say that with love. Yeah, you got it.
Community college acting classes are cheap and
Yes.
so valuable. That's a good start.
Specifically, if you live in town, my friend, Mesa Community College, Scottsdale Community College, really good acting professors right now.
Nice.
Woo! See, I know. I'm sorry.
You good? I'm like pointing at you. I'm like marking you.
All right, yes.
Related question, more specific. Do you have any advice when it comes to just like preparing for an audition? Like what kind of goes through like your mind as you're like looking at the script? Just preparing. I know sometimes we kind of just get that stuff like last minute as well. Like, oh, I only got like half an hour, so like 20 minutes or so to look at the script and I got to audition. So like what's like the process like that goes through your mind as you're
Each one of us got a thing. Each one of us, every actor has their own groove, the way they do it. Does anyone want to do it like fast? Mine's gonna take too much time.
I'll do it. I have a few archetypes that I know in my head, and all of them are really just me with a certain emotional lens, like me when I'm feeling a certain way. Start close to who you are and what your most compelling aspects are, and start with auditions that are close to you, and then you can sort of start to build out from there.
Thank you for that question.
That's a really good question. I'll get more time.
Question nice and loud.
Favorite character that we voice.
Favorite character we voice. I said Haruhito, and I still do. I have a big affection for that little thief.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my answer is the same as before, is that I can't really pick it down to one. So.
Yeah, still Senku.
Still sick.
Still, you're welcome.
Thank you for your question.
Anyone?
Hi, nice and loud. What's your question?
Last time I did this, I traumatized the panic, so I'm gonna try not to do that.
Awesome. Good. Let's go.
Anime because I was in the hospital for too long. So my question for you guys is: do you have any insane medical stories?
Insane medical stories.
Aside from saving people's lives.
as an actor, not as a character.
So at the end of season 2, we used to do these things that were behind the episode videos. They were like interview style things where we would talk about the show and the episode. And they made me do one with Justin Briner for the episode where Deku and Bakugo fight against All Might for like the midterm or final. And we were filming the thing, and it starts off with Justin, and I come in and I like shove him out of the way. I take over because I'm the main character. And we shot it once, and it was fine. But there was a lighting issue or something. The camera person was like, "Oh, let's do it again with a reset." And in the room had been these sound panels, for reverberation and stuff, but they took this one panel down so it wouldn't be in the shot, like the corner of it wouldn't be in the shot. These panels are hung up on the walls by these metal plates that have triangles that stick out of them that are very, very, very sharp. And the second time we shot the thing, I did the light push of Justin. Justin tripped over a thing and he punctured his arm on the triangle. And so you can actually watch the video because after it's over, after we get to the end of it, it shows the bloopers of it and you just hear Justin go, "I hurt myself." And so we had to finish it. Justin gets bandaged up. And then Colleen Klinkenbeard had to drive Justin Briner to a emergency clinic to get stitches on Funimation's dollar. So Justin still has a tiny little scar on his arm from him puncturing his arm on one of these panels.
Very Midoriya Bakugo coded.
I've heard
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
All right, yes.
I have a couple characters that inspire me to do from Skinny Boy 6 to 8 years ago. Start working out. You guys have any characters that inspire you to change something in your life that you're like, wow, I really take notice from this?
I mean, ECU and Blue Lock all the time. Actually, Shigiri from Blue Lock, because he deals with injury. And I think related to the last story about medical stuff happening, overcoming injury, you guys, is so difficult. And yeah, cultivating yourself, anything that drives you to keep going further. But yeah, specifically Chingadi and Blue Lock.
Thank you for your question. All right, what's your question?
I just want to say first off, Ricco, Aaron, thank you so much for letting me get the chance to meet you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being here.
But my biggest question is, it's actually been going through my head. So say if each of your heroes got cursed by, a quirk that can transform you into any animal, well, what kind of animal do you think your character can transform into?
Ooh,
First,
Kyle.
to an animal.
Kyle, if your character got cursed
Back up
to be an animal.
poof, turns into
A duck-billed platypus. Because reasons.
Thank you.
the Lord. Thank you, the Lord.
Okay. All right, what's your question nice and loud for us?
What is your least favorite character?
Ever, of all time in general or on the show? Okay, what's your least favorite character of all time? That guy sucks.
Ours? Or just...
In general. Character you don't like.
Ron Weasley. Guy's a jerk. He's a jerk, and he never would have made Hermione happy.
You go, oh, but you know.
You all say that, but you all know it's true. You all know it's true. He couldn't deal with the fact that Harry was the chosen boy. You think he's gonna deal with the fact that his wife is way smarter than him, for the rest of his life? No.
I imagine Bakugo on a couch reading, and he's like,
Angrily turns the page.
God, this Weasley kid!
Thank you so much for your
that's a great question. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, you guys have been so amazing, and you guys have been an amazing audience. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Before we depart, I do have one question, kind of off the cuff. Okay, I would like to know, what song do you want played at your funeral?
Oh, dark.
Right? I know. See, they have to think about it.
At my funeral.
I want something danceable.
Yeah.
First off, because I want it to be a party. Can we take this? If we all kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, huddle.
You have one? You look like you had one, Aaron.
Well, I immediately got Gallery Piece by Of Montreal stuck in my head, but it doesn't make any sense. It's like...
That's cute. As your family walks up to your, to the grave.
But we'll need new lyrics for it because it's... Yeah.
Maybe, because I also want something, I don't know, a...
It's got to be festive, peanut butter jelly.
Oh my God, Kyle! With a baseball bat.
Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2.
So good.
Yeah, just well, like he went like he did. Should have lived and learned.
Awesome, thank you so much. Okay, we have one more. Where do you guys have any violin requests? That was a question I got asked, but I wanted to hold it to the end.
Oh, shit.
I heard that you say run. I want more.
Yeah.
You say run?
Yeah.
Are we to monologue over this with our character stuff?
Tell Deku how you really feel.
Every time I hear this song, I want to work out too. You can get one more rep. It's okay. Don't get. I was.
And that is
Thank you for that.
That was amazing. Thank you all so much for being with us. It is now officially 1 o'clock. You guys enjoyed Rescue Con. Let's give an amazing round of applause.